This is a video reply to Warning Against Destiny Product by the New World Defenders. And on this video I will cover a couple of points about money and the Destiny material, the superficiality of knowledge and Hitler, and finally the microchip and equal money system. So these were some points that this user spoke, and some questions. So regarding money and destiny, and especially about paying courses, why are these courses paid then? And in today's world, education is paid. In some countries we may find primary education for free, but it's well known that education is an investment for the future, which is a point of survival in this economic system, but we have to work with what is here now. And once you pay the course, first, I mean, it's not the first thing you would do, definitely. I mean, there's so much material for free. You have the introduction to Destiny Forum, you have videos on YouTube available for everyone, you have blogs, you have websites, so there's a lot of information for free in case you are not able to pay for a course or you don't have the time for it. However, what I've been realizing is that in the end, it's priceless, the support that you receive, because you don't find this kind of support and information anywhere else, because this economic system is, and the society is not based on the principles of integrity. So rare are the places where you would find such teachings. And one thing that I can guarantee from the courses is that you can apply that in every day. So it's an ongoing support. You have access, like through your application, of course, then you have access to things within you that you didn't have, you never were able to see those things before, those points, and to work on them and to realize that yes, you're able to change for yourself. Also in terms of leadership and self-development of essential skills such as self-trust, such as being able to stop certain addictions, to transcend certain points that were kind of a limitation for you, and it improves self-discipline, so you realize how your mind works and how you can deal with yourself first, and how that changes when you're with other people and the relationships, how that improves in terms of, for example, being able to stand with others in an equal situation, to stop reactions, to stop violence within you. So, I mean, you see already that there's a huge commitment for you, and you pay for the courses, for the material you would get. And researchers and people that are working on these courses, they have to eat and they have to have conditions to work. So what you're paying is a product, and if you see that at the moment, like, our world seems to invest in war, for example, then we suggest that the solution is to invest in a proper education that will help you and then everyone else around you. And of course we are aware that that there is poverty, and which is lack of money, and that's why one of the biggest points that we also bring about is a change on the system, so that education is no more something that some have and some others don't have, and because that's a limitation. So we work on the equal money system, which will guarantee that people would have money for the essential needs, and then it will give people time and space to invest in themselves and in education, for example. About history And regarding the messages from the portal from Hitler, I must say that the first time I heard it was very weird. And this was because of the simple fact that at school I was educated about all the horrible things of Hitler and what he did, without never consider that he was a human being too. And I see that this happens a lot, especially in Europe, where there's this resistance, and we even made like some kind of construct around the name. No one wants to pronounce his name, and because of all the memories attached, which is understandable. However, we cannot stop ourselves from looking at that point and understand it, to be able to stop those memories, to avoid ourselves to progress. And one important thing that I've been realizing with Desteni is that if we are not able to make peace with the past, we won't be able to make peace in the future. So we can't no more just justify the lack of knowledge in a way just because we only heard one side of the coin. And because the information available, it's always in second hand, so there's manipulation since the beginning. So it's interesting to see that so many constructs that I had within me, and I'm sure this user also has it, because he put it a red flag when Desteni speaks about Hitler, without considering that we have to go deeper. We cannot just stay with the superficial information that we receive. And the last point about the microchips. Well, at the moment it's quite like understandable that people have some kind of resistance, because within this system and the way we human beings have been allowing ourselves to think is that microchip will be used for abuse. So that's the first idea that people think about, without considering that in fact technology can be used for our own benefit. Just an example, so in 2006 in Canada, a businessman has embedded a microchip under his skin which enables him to have access to his bank account and open his door. So these are basic things that you're using, and we have to stop ourselves from thinking about any kind of abuse that will come out of it, because we create a society. We are the ones allowing such ideas to come through and to manifest. And for that to happen, of course, then we would have to stop this greedy economic system and this survival starting point that we are living with. And if we look at the microchip, this is not new. I mean, our body already has some instruments that we are not born with. So, for example, pacemakers. So this is not new, and it won't shock people. Like pacemakers have been used and make your heart work. So it's something that without it you wouldn't be able to live so many years. So the microchip, what we are saying is that based on this principle of using it for the benefit of ourselves, then the microchip will provide you with the money that you need to support your body and you need to live. A poll shows that 1 in 4 Germans wants microchip under skin, and they would accept it for certain benefits. So guaranteeing that everyone has access to money is definitely a major benefit. So this solution would to make sure that people would have always access to money and to their bank account, because there will be money for everyone. So we cannot think about the microchip within the society today with the problems that exist, because then it's obvious that it's associated with perversion and the abuse. At the moment, the microchips are becoming just another business, as this economic system perverts everything. However, if the system itself changes and we change the starting point of survival and fight because there's inequality, and if we see that within an economic system that would promote equality and integrity, of course, this kind of imaginable abuse don't make sense anymore. So what we want people to understand is that we all are participating in the creation of the future. So we would not, within Desteni, we would not suggest any changes that will be harmful. No way. If you see it, our videos and our blogs and vlogs, you would see that it's about promoting the best, so which is to stop survival, to make sure that people live all their lives well and in dignity. We don't even allow ourselves to associate any kind of abuse, because that's not the future we want to build. So if you really want to participate within our forums, you're welcome. And we do not accept abuse, not abuse within self and not outside and in this world. So this is really a change in the way people think about things and associate, like now in the case of microchip, and it's definitely points to work within us, changing the starting point of our creation. Thank you.
I pick myself together, until from all this honesty I'm free. All I feel with love.